Let us do calculations, stoichiometric calculations. For example, volume of oxygen needed to burn 18 grams of glucose. Okay. Volume of oxygen at STP needed to burn 18 grams of glucose. First you write what is the first step, write equation. It is stoichiometric equation. See what is molar mass, 180 grams. How many moles here? 6 moles. The 1 mole occupies 22.4 liters. Here, how many moles of oxygen? 6. 6 into 22.4 liters. So 180 grams requires 6 into 22.4 liters. 18 grams how much? 180 grams requires how much? 6 moles. 6 into 22.4 liters. 6 into 22.4 liters, 10 times. Okay, 6 into 2.24. Okay, 19.44. 19.44 liters. So here write balanced equation. Next, how many moles are there? Here 1 mole. Here 6 moles. 6 into 22.4 liters. 180 grams require how much? 6 into 6 moles. 6 into 22.4 liters. 18 grams how much? So 99.44 liters of oxygen required. 19.44 liters of oxygen is required. Next one, number of moles of ammonia produced. In Haber process. When 2.8 grams of nitrogen react with excess of hydrogen. See the question. Moles. They are asking moles. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3, okay. Here 28 grams, how many moles? 2 moles. 2.8 grams, how many moles? Moles, they are asking moles. 28 grams produce 2 moles of ammonia, 2.8 grams. Okay, that is 0.2 moles. 0.2 moles of ammonia. Okay. Here we are finding moles. We are finding moles. Next, limiting reagent. Reagent. It is a reactant. One of the reactants. This is one of the reactants. Okay, reagent means reactant, one of the reactant. It is completely consumed in the reaction. Completely consumed in reaction. Okay. After reaction it disappears. Suppose 2a plus 3b gives 4c. The equation. Okay. It is the equation 2a plus 3b gives 4c. Suppose I am mixing in 1 mole of A is treated with 2 moles of B. What is the limiting reagent? Okay, what is the limiting reagent? 1 mole of A treated with 2 moles of B. Do two calculations. 2 moles of A produce 4 moles of C. 1 mole of A produce how much? 4 by 2. 1 into 4 by 2. Do one more calculation. 3 moles of B produce 4 moles of C. 2 moles of B produce how much? 2 into 4 by 3, 8 by 3, 2.66. Which is the least one? 2 moles is least one. It is produced by limiting reagent. Least is the answer. It is produced by limiting reagent. A is limiting reagent. It produces least amount of product. Completely consumed in the reaction. Produce least amount of product. Simple two calculations. A produce 2 moles of C. B produce 2.66. Always take the least one. Least one is this. So A is limiting reagent. What amount is formed here? 2 moles is formed. 2 moles of C is formed. 2 moles of C is formed. Okay. Which produce least amount? A produce least amount. A produce least amount of C. So it is limiting reagent. Okay. I give one more thing. 4NH3 plus 5O2 gives 4NO plus 6H2O. This is the equation. Okay. And I am taking 2 moles of ammonia is mixed with 3 moles of oxygen. Number of moles of NO formed is NO formed is how many moles of ammonia formed? Two calculations. Ammonia, 4 as per equation 4 moles produce 4 moles. But here how many moles? 2 moles produce how much? 2 into 4 by 4 it is 2. Let us take oxygen. 5 moles produce 4 moles. Here 3 moles produce how much? 5 moles produce 4 moles. In this how many moles here? 3 moles. Produce how much? 3 into 4 by 5. 3 into 4, 12 by 5. 2.4. Which is the least? It is least. Ammonia is limiting reagent. So, how much NO is formed here? 2 moles. Least is the answer. Least one is the answer. Limiting reagent. There are two reactants. Ammonia produce 2 moles of NO. Here O2 produce 2.4. Least one is the answer, that is produced by limiting reagent. Next one, 2.8 grams of nitrogen react with 0.8 grams of hydrogen. Amount of ammonia formed. Amount of ammonia formed is. So write the equation first. In stoichiometry, write first equation. Okay, this is 2.8 grams. Two calculations. N2. 28 grams, 6 grams, 2 into 17, 34 grams. Do two calculations. 28 grams produce how much? 2 into 17. 2.8 grams produce how much? Okay, 2.8 by 28, 2 into 17. 3.4 grams. This calculation 1. Calculation 2. 6 grams produce 2 into 17 grams. This one as per equation, as per first step. 6 grams. 0.8 grams produce how much? 0.8 by 6 into 2 into 17. Okay. Work out this 3 times. 17 into 8. Okay, by 3. 0.8 by 3. Okay, by 3. 3 4 here, 3 5 here. Which is the least one? The least one is the answer. Nitrogen is limiting reagent. So simply, which one produce least amount? So it is the best one. Do two calculations. Which produce least amount? 3.4 grams is produced by nitrogen. Here, so 4.5 grams is produced by hydrogen. Which is the least here? 3.4. It is the answer. Least amount of product is produced by limiting reagent. N2 is limiting reagent.